Hello everyone. I am Krystal the Mystic. Welcome back. I wanted to do a channeled message. I am currently driving, so I didn't want to do a recording, so I apologize that this is not a video, but I hope that there's something about this title, this quote that resonated with you, because I saw it actually on a van in a parking lot. It was a mentoring program, and on their van it says, if you never go anywhere, you'll never get anywhere. And that deeply resonated with me. So I knew that there was some sort of message that Spirit wanted to pair with this. So I am going to dial in here quick, and we'll see what else Spirit wants you to know about this. So I'm asking to connect to my guides, angels, ancestors, archangels, any other higher divine beings, gods, goddesses, and deities to please use me as a channel and messenger for any divine guidance or wisdom that my collective needs to hear through me at this moment in time. Please allow me to speak clearly, hear clearly, feel clearly, and know clearly any divine guidance or wisdom that my collective might need at this moment in time. Thank you, Spirit. If you never go anywhere, you'll never get anywhere. Or rather, I'm interested that I changed it to anywhere rather than there. So this also might be the fact that you want to go somewhere, but you are so deeply afraid of the fear of trying, even trying in this area, that it might not be something that you ever even really made your way in, because of the fear that you have with showing up. And frankly, I get that. Honestly, in my own personal journey, I really do understand that fear of wanting something so bad, of liking something so much, doing something because you love it, and then putting pressure on it to not have the expectation that you want or the outcome that you want from it. But if you never try, you'll never know. And I think that's what Spirit is saying, is that you might love this thing so much that you are giving or instilling fear within yourself to not do it. But you might be missing out on such a wonderful chance at something for you. And you shouldn't dismiss or discount that. Right, my son agrees. Confirmation. Just because of the love that you have for it. If anything, that should inspire you and motivate you rather than instill fear in you. Maybe it's time to reflect on why you have that fear in the first place. What about this thing makes you fearful? Whether that be a career choice, a career change, maybe even relationship or commitment issues that you've had in the past. And that's, maybe you really want a relationship, but you have certain fears and things about relationships that make you push them away. You know, this message could really resonate in any specific way, but you have to understand that there is something that you're going to have to do in order to make this happen. You can't just expect it to come to you without you having to do something, because if you never go there, you'll never get there. And you can't expect yourself to just figure out a way to get there if you're not even on the road to trying to be there. As I'm driving and on the road. That's funny. And it's weird because I also just merged onto a highway. So I do think that this has a lot of opportunities for you. So you might have a very specific expectation when it comes to this thing. But what I'm gathering here with the highway, the highway is like really sticking out to me. There are so many exits that you can get off at. And I think that you might be limiting yourself because you want such a specific thing from it, that you're not letting yourself experience any part of it. And that might be why you feel so trapped and limited in how you're approaching it. But think of the thing that you're looking at as the highway instead of the exit. There's so many ways and different directions and options that you can take this in. And it's a matter of your perspective in this is the exit that you want to be taking, but there might be a different exit that gets you at the place that you want faster. So I think this is a matter of lowering your expectations because you don't want to disappoint yourself. And in the same beat, you don't want to stop yourself from missing out on that joy because you are so trapped in the fear aspect of this thing. If you never go there, you'll never get there. And I don't want that to be a belittling thing, because that doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that with the perspective and the mindset that you have, you're not going to get there unless you trust that you can, trust that there's a reason why you want it. That's something that I feel like I talk about a lot. There's always a reason why you want the thing that you want. And if you figure out the why behind what you want, then you will have a much easier time at figuring out how to get what you want rather than setting an outcome or an expectation in your mind. Because we can't help but do that. With the world that we live in, we see things so visibly on social media, in the world around us. Like, I don't want you to feel like that is the reason why you can't have it because other people have it. This world is so unlimited and abundant. And the fact that we think so limitedly speaks to how society has conditioned us, how our families, how our upbringing, how people around us, our environments. But that doesn't mean that has to be you. You could be that one in a million. Who says you're not? Maybe other people encourage you and show you that there are gifts and talents and skills and things that you can have, you deserve, and that you're so much more than capable of doing. And maybe that also, maybe that there's a pressure of that, or maybe you just don't believe it. Maybe it's time to do some solar plexus work, or maybe it's an overall time for need for shadow work. I personally always think fall time is the perfect time of the year for shadow work, but that's just because how I work with the seasons. But that might be something that's helpful to you. Don't be afraid of putting your foot on the gas. Don't be afraid of letting yourself be seen, heard, and felt. Because that's the way you're going to do this. That's the way you're going to get there. But you got to try. You got to make a first step. No one's asking you to take a leap. Yes, a leap of faith is great. But a little tiny step can put you in a much better direction than just sticking where you're at. Because there's a reason why you came across this message, and there's something about your situation that makes you want more. And that's not a bad thing that you want more. It's not a bad thing that you want this thing and you visualize it in your mind. None of that is bad. And if you shame yourself for that, that might be also part of the problem. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. You wouldn't have this deep desire if it wasn't something that you were capable of. But I think that's all Spirit has for you today. Because I kind of just my mind got distracted by something in my life currently. So I think that might be where Spirit wants us to leave your message today. So I hope this is what you needed to hear. Thank you so very much for being here with me and trusting me to bring these messages for you. I hope that you enjoyed this channeled message today. And please let me know how you are enjoying these these messages. I really look forward to helping you and being here with you on your journey, and I hope that my messages can help bring you that solace, that peace, and that reassurance. So like this video if you liked it, like the message. If you have anything that specifically resonated with you, comment down below. I would love to hear it. And as always, have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.